Time anyone saw her.
So, well, Yeneth had talked to her sister the night before via Instagram, and Jonathan says that he was with her in bed, and then he left for work. So that was at 3:15 in the morning. He works that kind of overnight shift. So it hasn't been that long that they've gone without talking to her, but Yeneth knows her sister's world revolves around Astrid. There isn't a world where she would just leave her alone, especially since Yeneth is always available to babysit. Again, that's what she was kind of expecting the call to be.
Right.
So Jonathan also says that Astrid isn't the only thing that she left behind. Her phone is still there. So he's like, I can't even try and call her. But even though her phone is there, along with her car, some other things are gone, like her purse, her passport, some clothes, and apparently $10,000 from their safe.
Oh, that kind of sounds like she left on purpose.
Yeah. Or at least there's some clear signs of that,
Yeah,
right?
those
Court said no.
Multiple international courts, Switzerland authorities, one of the courts from UK, they have also found you guilty for misrepresentation of funds. Do you ever feel sorry that you couldn't do anything?
I apologize publicly to everyone for the failure of Kingfisher Airlines.
Here's what pissed people off. That in your private life you were enjoying. You had a grand birthday party, your 60th birthday party. Do you think you shouldn't have done that party? Why? Somebody mentioned that you took out 35 million euros and invested in buying properties in France.
Rubbish.
What happened between 2012 and 2015?
I made 4 settlement offers to the banks, which they refused to accept.
2015, CBI started investigating you. They found you siphoning the money. 3rd March 2016, case needs to be heard or needs to be represented.
Machines in the land that you used to do the mining. So I think a lot of things that made it quite interesting.
But I think everyone understands that now, but nobody understood that in 2013. I mean, that was a huge leap of faith when Bitcoin was only 4 years old. Almost none of the crypto infrastructure existed, and probably there were only a few coins, right?
Yeah, this was before Tether, before Ethereum, so it's certainly early.
Okay, so I'm curious, being from the legacy side, as we like to call it, do you think now that we're truly seeing a movement towards mainstream adoption from Wall Street? I mean, I'm sure you still have your contacts there and talk to them, or do you think that we're still really early in that process?
I think it's yes and no, because we are seeing some buying from these institutions, but it's really just a handful of pioneers. So even though it is happening, I still think it's very early. We're definitely in the early innings.
Do you think that there will be a time when Bitcoin cryptocurrency become just another asset in the portfolios of all these big banks and your?
First of all, I think that there's sort of 2 separate problems about this. Problem number 1 is you can't protect against every single target that a terrorist might attack. You certainly can't protect every plane that a terrorist might attack, and you can't search every person that might get on a plane. So the idea that you could, look, prior to the World Trade Centers going down, that we wouldn't have thought, we need to guard the World Trade Centers, or I don't think anybody's guarding the Sears building right now, or, we wouldn't have thought about those as targets prior to them doing that, because there's really hundreds of thousands of possible targets that would be very devastating to us to have hit. And you can't protect all of them, and you can't protect all the planes. So what they're doing is they're spreading resources out.